Climate change and energy crisis are among the major issues facing humanity. It is now time that everyone must take part in preserving our world for the next generation to come. The good news here is massive or minute involvement, when done collectively, can create a big difference. Welcome to Ready, Set, Learn. This is Group 4, and in this video presentation, you will be introduced to a meaningful and innovative collage. We are going to have an in-depth discussion of the following. First is about the formation of the collage. Second is the chosen concept and the themes. Third is we are going to talk about the underlying meaning behind the title. Fourth is the pictures being used. And the last one is the overall interpretation of the collage. And our targeted objectives are, first is to send out an important message about climate change and energy crisis. Second is to engage listeners and viewers to take part in preserving energy through mindful behaviors. And the last one is to fortify unity and solidarity to maintaining the earth a healthy place to live. Now let's ready, set, learn.
As what we have done in our previous video presentation in making our collage, our group had still discussed, and this time we also create our collage individually. After we presented our collage in our group, we choose only one collage out of the 5 collage. And upon finalizing and choosing one collage, our group leader had given us the task that we need to do in our video presentation. So these are the collage that we made individually. And just like in our previous collage, we manually patch the pictures that we use in our collage, including the chosen collage. And in this chosen collage, we can see here a bulb that has 2 switches. So the bulb represents the world that give us light. But as we can see in the collage, there are 2 parts that shows the result of our bad actions, and the other one was the result of sustaining our natural resources. So these 2 buttons here that we use also represents our decisions or choice if we will sustain or be mindful enough with our actions towards the society that can cause climate change and energy crisis.
Electricity is one of the most important things that science has given mankind. It has become a part of modern life, and one cannot think of a world without it. While global warming is caused primarily from putting too much carbon into the atmosphere when coal, gas, and oil are burnt to generate electricity or to run our cars, these gases spread around the planet like a blanket, keeping in solar heat that would otherwise be radiated out into space. For our collage concept, we have chosen 2 electric switches to light up a bulb. As we all know, when we turn the light switch on, we are effectively turning on a circuit which has a light bulb. What happened is that the current in the circuit then interacts with atoms in the filament, and it causes them to heat up. As you can observe, every side of the bulb brings different outcomes as the bulb interprets the world. In the right side, it shows a healthy world, while the other side represents the opposite. Therefore, this collage symbolizes the man's capacity of choosing which switch will he turn on and the outcome he wished of having.
Power on sustainability to power off instability. From the word sustainability and instability, it means the need to survive without compromising the future, and the lack of stability of the present, which means the unsafe future. So that means that we need to turn on the light of the need to survive without compromising the future, and turn off the light of the lack of stability of the present, where our future generation are unsafe. Humanity sees how the natural resources are being used. Cutting of trees and using dynamite to catch fish are not wise to live. It makes us drown more. the more we do the things that are not inclined of how we should take care of the resources we have, then there is a strong possibility that we may fail. Turn on the wise usage of our resources to save our lives and the lives of our future generations. We should build this world for them and not destroy this world.
Let's move on to the pictures being used in our collage. As you can see, the pictures that we assort are all related to climate change, by which it contains causes and effects of climate change on the society. As you look at the collage, we highlighted a light bulb at the top of it, which represents as the earth that provides us with the illumination we need every day. And as we zoom in, we can see water, food, land, air, habitat, and other essentials needed for us to survive this game we call life. But as the time goes by, we can observe changes in the society because of our wasteful expenditure. We can also see pictures of overpopulation, pollution, burning fossil fuels, and deforestation, which affects the environment. And these negative factors are what forcing the Earth's own light to fade in our presence.
Now we are down to our final part, which is the overall interpretation of the collage. The bulb signifies Earth that provides us the day-to-day light. It is a metaphorical representation of how dependent and passive human beings are to the natural resources of this world we live in, such as water, food, land, air, habitat, and other necessities we need in order to survive this place so-called life. But over the years, Earth has seemed to be dimming its own light because of our wasteful behaviors that are not clearly reciprocating to the lavishing grace furnished by our world. We have overpopulation, pollution, burning fossil fuels, and deforestation. Changes like this have triggered soil erosion, poor air quality, undrinkable water, climate change, and energy crisis. These detrimental factors are what causing the earth to dim its own light for us. So in order to end this havoc, we need to exercise sustainable plans. Our collective environmentally sound actions and the natural way climate solutions can be the optimal way to kindle and eventually bring back the bright light of Earth like how it used to. Things like conservation, restoration, and improved management of land in order to increase carbon storage or avoid greenhouse gas emissions in landscapes worldwide are some of the many actions that we can do to save our Earth. Humanity may have witnessed many successes throughout the ages, but today we are witnessing what is possibly our biggest failure. We are moving towards a mass extinction phase. Now, what makes it worse is that we only have a few years left to correct our mistakes. So be part of the movement. Take the first leap. Let's power on sustainability to power off instability.